Hi guys, and welcome to an all signs you versus them, going from Aries to Pisces and spanning from the 13th to the 13th of March to the 4th of April 2021. As I said, it's going from Aries to Pisces. Timestamps are below. If there's a sign that keeps popping up, I am going to do a stalker at the end of the reading. And remember, general readings, take what resonate, leave behind the rest, never ever force it to fit if it doesn't. Let's get started. I did actually start doing it, and guess what? The entire system crashed down because apparently I had to update the bloody software. So we are going again, starting from Aries 30th to the 4th. Aries and the person Aries is dealing with. Aries and the person Aries is dealing with. Aries and the person Aries is dealing with. Okay. So tired of my hair. Alright, let's see. Aries. Show me Aries. What do we have on Aries? There were two. And the person you're dealing with. Alright, remember Aries, place yourself into the shoes as they fit here. What I see when I look at you again is though you are very, very stable here. It's almost as though you're waiting for someone. See, this is where it's a little bit sad that the other one didn't go through, because there we had something to do with there being a need for communication here, because yes, there was a struggling here with daring to be vulnerable with each other. But when I look at you, I see that you have a dare to take steps here. You want something. You want to explore here. Enough is enough with the planning. It's time to take steps into the future, and you're very solid here. When I look at your partner, it seems as though they are not really sharing that, right? What's driving you is almost like a desire here for things to crash and burn, because I get as though you want a situation here to end. Does it mean you want the relationship to end? No, it means you want this particular dynamic that you are in right now to change, and your person here may not really be working with you. So it is actually similar to the other energy. They have a little bit more of a pessimistic mindset here, Aries. When I look to the past, I get as though there is this Queen of Cups here in reverse. That speaks to there being a particular emotional reaction to a situation that has left someone here a little bit guarded. Someone here could have been waiting. It shows a little bit up as your person here, but you place yourself. All I am seeing here is that what has been left here in this situation, like the scars of this, is that someone here shows up as your person may not be willing to open up. They may not be willing to follow you, Aries. Here inside of you, I see crash and burn. You are ready to take something new. You are in your energy here. You are fiery. You're doing great, right? But there's an imbalance. Do you see this? You have the Queen of Pentacles. They have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So it seems as though your person is actually pushing you away a little bit, Aries. And that leaves in this connection a bit of a challenge here. So, because we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, meaning that it's not really stable. It's almost as though the way that you set your eyes on something, how you manifest long-term goals are not the same. Not at the current moment here. And when I look at your partner, it's almost as though they are not seeing the situation here the same way as you are. They don't really have that much hope in terms of how things can grow in the direction that you want to. And I see you being ready. It's almost as though they just don't. So it's almost like they don't trust you on this path that you're going here. So coming up here, I see it being trouble being a challenge here and manifesting together, especially if you are not completely open, and if you have a person here that may slow down the process here. And now I don't see further back, so I can't really tell you where your person is coming from. Right, I'm just saying right now it seems as though they are not really that collaborative. So, what do we have for Taurus and their person? Taurus and their person. God. God, my hair. I need my hairdresser. It's been closed down for what? So many months now. Well, that's it. No, forget it. Alright, it looks the way it looks. Right, it looks like a fucking bird nest. Taurus. Taurus. Taurus and the person they are dealing with. My dear Taurus, what do we have for you? We have Page of Cups in reverse. Okay. And your person, that's okay. Alright, allow me to lay out the cards here. Why is everything is upside down here right now as I'm laying out these cards? It's almost like they're not following any kind of logical order. Interesting. Oh, I am going to need to dive into this one. Perdóname. I need my animals. Almost like before I'm putting up my herbs here as well. Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm getting at. It's time to start from somewhere. Taurus, it's like you're taking on a brand new adventure here. It's almost as though you are manifesting a particular connection in here. You're starting almost to wake up. Oh my, Taurus, you gotta bear with me. I get as though this is going to be one of those abstract ones. It seems as though you are waking up your heart here. You have a lot of strength here within yourself. In the sense that I get as though you can walk very, very far without water, if you know what I mean. You can walk many miles here without you being basically supported. You can take care of yourself if you have to. You have that inner resilience here. Sometimes that can take over to the extent that you close down here. It's almost like it's almost like you're defending yourself. You're protecting yourself here to a certain degree. When I look at your energy, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. So it would appear to me that right now you may not be. And then we have this. You may not actually be that emotionally unavailable right now. There could be a child affecting your situation, or just small intuitive hints that are being brought to you, and you may not be accepting them, because I see here in the recent past a complete ending, a closure here. I see you also with the Empress and the Knight of Pentacles. It would seem to me as though right now you may be far more focused here on setting goals that are long term, possibly focusing on your work. You're focusing on your creativity, basically just getting things out there into the world that has your mark on it. There is a loss here associated with you. I get as though you emotionally, you may sometimes feel a little bit sad here, or maybe you're driving on it, right? What I am getting is that you have a lot of inner strength. You are actually in balance to a certain degree, as far as we can be. You definitely have it within you here to put on a facade where you seem very stoic, if you have to, because what you're focused on here is to get things moving. You may want to travel. You just focused on the future here. Right now, you may not. It's almost as though you may tell yourself that you're not ready to commit to anything right now, especially if you're single. But it's almost like something here is gonna hit you out of nowhere, and there's gonna be a clarity for you, and you're gonna start opening up your heart. But it's almost as though you're pushing it away, right? You may not want to be emotionally available right now. Yeah, I also managed to do your reading here before the entire system crashed down. I can't remember what it was about now, but it was also about your inner resilience. Now, the Page of Cups can also speak to having a secret admirer, by the way. But is it you who's a secret admirer, or do you have one? That's a good question. Let's try and keep this as simple as we can. On your person's side here, I guess though they're holding on. They're not really opening up. They're not really sharing. They are driven by a tired energy. The two of you are actually kind of tired. You have an emotional release. You probably are subduing here to a certain degree, if that makes sense. yeah, you have a lot of life experience, right? And you just pulling through. I guess though sometimes you can be a little sad. You may not be completely emotionally available right now, because it's difficult for you to turn around and look into the future, but you know, it's temporary. It's temporary. Maybe you just had a bad day, okay? Your person here has a lot to carry on their back. They may not be opening up about it, so they can be very difficult to work with here. And I see that is affecting you here. So you are making yourself emotionally unavailable, in the sense that you may just not be focusing on it, so that you can, so you don't have to feel that sadness here, right? Especially if you want a good relationship here. Right now, it feels as though the two of you are not really reaching home base together. The environment that the two of you share is not always the most pleasant one. When I see your partners, what their focus is that they themselves are possibly also they're not really showing up there for you. They can be very judgmental. They could sometimes be they could right now, at the current moment, be focused on something in the material world. But they could also be a little judgmental. What's coming up here is also a little bit of a loss, but to a certain degree I'm also getting sometimes here, I gotta say it, a connection here that could be built on something that looks good, but it may not align with your emotional values. And I actually get as though you will have a choice here, Taurus, in terms of which direction you want to take, which mindset, how you want to look at things, because there is a new opportunity here for love, which could be completely new, because remember, I see you having a close cycle here. So for some of you, Taurus, this is actually a connection that's coming together. You don't know this person. It's almost like you're being guided towards each other. But before the two of you can actually come together, there's something here that has to do with releasing a vision of how things are supposed to look like, right? But it's basically wakening up the spine here, starting somewhere, listening to your heart. And right now it shows up as though you may not always do that, and your person is also not showing up, and I don't get as though any of you right now at the current moment are that emotionally available. And what do I mean by that? I wrote an entire comment on that in the Taurus section. It means that you're just not you're invested elsewhere. So what do we have for Gemini? Gemini 30th to the 4th. Gemini 30th to the 4th. Gemini 30th to the 4th. Alright, Gemini, where do we have you? Where do we have you, Gemini? Where do we have Gemini? Where do we have you? Person? Connection. Alright, so we're dealing here with a connection that's not particularly balanced at the current moment. We have King and Queen of Cups in reverse as what's driving the both of you. This is a connection that is a little bit off, and you may actually feel at home in it. Place yourself in the shoes as they fit. When I look at you here, I see you being... Right now, Gemini shows up to me as though you are possibly focused on your work. And you could sometimes be a little bit frustrated that things are not progressing as quickly as you expect. Your person is not happy within themselves right now. So what the two of you share, what you have in common, is frustration. For different reasons. It would appear to me a little bit as though your person here may sometimes give off a facade as though they are happy and that they're doing fine, but deep inside, I'm not so sure that they are. We have Page of Cups between the two of you, so we could actually be dealing with a crush here. Yeah, something here that's secret. It's a secret crush. Where there's tension here. Gemini, I gotta tell you, I'm picking up on something not so good here, but you know, let's just look into it. let's not go there. But what I am seeing here, Gemini, on your side, it would appear to me as though you are in the mood here for passion, right? I guess though there is this. It's almost like I get like emotions going on within you that have to do with your passion, with your. It was almost like a little bit of frustration here. You want to speak truth. You want to be your true self, your authentic self. But it's almost as though you may not be ready for something new. You want to express it, but you may not. I guess though you are actually keeping a lot of your emotions here to yourself, and in your focus here, I guess though you might actually be far more focused on just the passion for the time being here and just your work. You may not be ready for something here. And then I look at your person, and they may be. They may be attaching far more onto you than actually is actually here. And when I see in the recent past, there is a wounded feminine energy in this case that can be a little bit clingy, and it shows up as your person here. They have this feminine, they have the Queen of Cups in reverse, you have the King of Cups in reverse, meaning that the both of you may not actually be speaking about your emotions. So in the sense, I guess though you're both emotionally unavailable because I guess though you are focused on something else. I get that there's something here inside of you, could be in terms of your work, you're far more focused on your person here. They attach a lot of themselves onto you as a little bit of a crush. And they are projecting, or they're putting on a facade as though they're actually doing, almost like they're doing perfectly fine. Right? They're focused here on getting out of their head, because I get as though they are actually not happy. They don't want to be stuck on this situation, but they are hurt here. But when I look at you, Gemini, you may not be communicating in a way or presenting yourself in a way where they have something solid here to work with, right? So it's get a little bit as a misunderstanding here. It's almost like a passion connection gone wrong. Oh yeah. Clarity will most likely come here that this is more of a situationship, and what we have here coming up is it's basically taking a step here and look back and looking at what you have and setting up higher boundaries here. And there is a potential here that someone here may decide to try and start working on things here again. But at that point in time, there will be a need for a discussion here, because right now it would appear to me as though the two of you are not communicating honestly about your emotions. And to a certain degree, Gemini, you may also be affected in the sense that it is affecting you in the sense that you may actually also want this. Right now you are focused on your work. It's almost as though you're struggling a little bit here with expressing yourself here. You want passion, maybe you want this, but right now you just want something else. Right? Alright, these are temporary energies. And that else is possibly in relation to your work, okay? Communication. Alright, we are moving on to Cancer. Where do we have Cancer? Where do we have Cancer? Cancer. Where do we have the Cancerians? Alright. One more. Okay. Cancer. Where do we have Cancer? Okay, Cancer. Show me Cancer. We have you in the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Allow me just to lay out the cards here. God. Okay. here's the thing. When I look at you, Cancer, it would appear to me as though you are trying to heal here, but you could sometimes... Alright, when it comes to this connection here, I feel as though you may not always be placing all of your attention onto it. You're trying to heal, you're trying to get into your body, because when I look here at what is going on in the recent past, it would appear to me as though there's been an energy of being stuck in the head. Yeah, both of you possibly being stuck in your head here. Definitely you, because you were trying to get into your body here again, and it has a lot to do with releasing yourself from a mindset, moving into calmer waters, basically. The situation is, however, that it's affecting you. It's affecting you in the sense that you are carrying on a lot of burdens. Now, this may also be in relation to your work. In all cases, Cancer, when I look at you in this connection, there's a lot going on where you have been in your head for a very long time. You've been tired, most likely, and right now it's about you taking a step back here and trying to focus on far more practical things, would appear to me. And then I look at your partner here. It's almost as though they are just as drained as you, and they are also letting work coming in between here. Alright. Your partner here could be in a mindset where they are focused on losing out. They are also very much about their pinnacle. I get as though your partner here is tired. Honestly, it's almost as though they can have a tendency to give a lot of themselves, and so can you. To a certain degree, I get as though both of you have been stuck in your head in regards to your work situations separately. It's been affecting you separately, and as a result, right now, I get that both of you are so focused on your work that you are possibly not really working together. There's a strong connection between the two of you. It is what we call a soulmate here, but it's also a soulmate bond that respects autonomy. It would appear to me as though something here could, right now, the two of you are challenged. Also, there could be more people included in the situation, in the sense that they are just friends in meaning that if the two of you are not vulnerable with each other or sharing your burdens with each other, you could be sharing it with your friends and all of that, and forgetting to come together as a unit here. And that will most likely result here in an energy where we have the single energy showing up here, right? So there will be a sense of being alone. You might have built yourself up to feeling solid, but you will do things alone. So you are a little bit drifting apart here. And it comes here with has a lot to do with the planning. Meaning that I get as though the two of you are... your attentions... you're not at giving each other attention. So even though there's a close bond... You're forgetting each other. That's basically what I'm getting. You're forgetting each other. And when I look at you here, you could be, Cancer, you could be a little bit focused on things not going in your favor. And it's important here in this case also to look a little bit at yourself in this, yeah. First and foremost, there are situations in your environment that you can't really control. What you can control is your response here. When it comes to your partner here, they are... I mean, they're not... I feel as though they are hanging out with friends here. Yeah, I get as though they're hanging out with friends, and they are wasting a lot of their... Not wasting, they're giving a lot of their energy onto... Not you. It's almost like they are talking about you. What are they doing? Yeah. You could have a partner here who's going on and watching tarot here and figuring out what the hell is wrong with you. I'm just saying it. But yeah. I'm just seeing the two of you struggling a little bit. Anything other than coming up here? Yeah, arguments. And a tight energy. I get your partner here is gonna have it could be both of you, but I really get as being your partner. They are keeping a lot to themselves here, and they are singing about it. They're definitely talking about it. And I get as though I'm really feel as though I'm reading for a male Cancer right now. Could of course be a woman, but the partner is gonna come towards them and give them a piece of their mind. It's gonna happen when the two of you have built yourself up here, and then it's time to start anew here. But I mean, it would benefit the two of you if you just remember to spend some quality time together once in a while here. Work is important, yes, but sometimes if you will let the material world or concern, yes, you're so focused on it that you may be forgetting each other. Take each other for granted, basically. Thankfully, this is just temporary. Let's see what we have for Leo. Show me Leo. Show me Leo. Show me Leo. Leo, we have 5 of Wands in reverse. A little bit of tension going on within you. Your person has the Wheel of Fortune. Alright, things are being thrown up in their life. Let me allow it to play out the cards here. Alright, I see you having a little bit of tension going on within you. You kind of want to release it. It's almost also a little bit as though you're getting a little bit bored in the situation here. You may also be bored when I look here at your partner. They have they may find themselves right now in a situation where things are actually rolling for them, Leo. Meaning that they are in the right place at the right time. And things are basically just going for them. Yeah. And right now they may not be that focused on you. Gotta be honest. When I look at in the recent past, I guess though, yeah, it's almost like a communication here coming in. Yeah, I get a little bit of an not so structured energy going on between the two of you, and I see I really gotta be honest here. It seems as though there was a little bit of this not so much structure between the two of you, right? I also get that someone here could have been your person here. The two of you could actually work together, I get a little bit, or you in a similar field or something like that. But I guess though, your person here may have started to build something up here. They may not have, the two of you struggled a lot with your communication here in the recent past. I guess though, Leo, you place yourself here. Your person may actually have had something more than you, and I get that. I gotta say that it is. I get a little bit of a jealousy here. It's temporary. It's temporary, okay? It's temporary. Leo, please do not hurt me here. But I gotta tell you. Alright, how can I explain this? Alright, let me say it from the Leo's perspective here. It feels as though they stole it from you. Because, yeah, they could have stolen your energy, your time, right? They could have taken, because if you invest a lot of time and effort into them and they didn't really give, you gave a lot of yourself to their situation, and then they get the wheel spinning in their favor, and they didn't really return the favor to you, then yes. Because right now I feel as though there are situations going on here between the two of you where one of you was feeling powerless, and I guess as though it's you, because your person here is they're taking on a new direction. They have things to Yeah, as I said, it's almost like they're letting go. It's the same I got before. They're getting a wish fulfillment, could even be in return in regards to their house or a job or something here, right? That gives them a lot of stability. And who is that on their mind? They could be dealing with an air sign right now. But they are also, by the way, a little bit of a fuckboy. How do they see you? How do they see you? How do they see you? They see you as a bit of a wish fulfillment here. But also like a good friend. Right now they do. Could they later on start considering whether or not, oh my god, did I miss out? Maybe there is a potential here. They see you as a good friend. They see you as someone who's working very, very, very hard. And that you're not working together here. So that's it. How do you see them? You see them as a closed chapter. And you see them as someone here that's almost like fueling your desire to move on. Yes, you are absolutely done with being in competition. I can get a little bit as though you were angry with them, I gotta tell you. Or annoyed, at least. What you're focused on here is... I gotta tell you, it seems a little bit as though you are... You're just having a bad day, okay? Can we say it like that? I really get as though you're annoyed right now. What's the most likely outcome here is that you will have a little bit of a disappointment here. Leo, I don't know what this person did, but I really get as though they hurt you here. In a sense, they annoyed you. They're leaving you in this position here where you're feeling as though you're tired, you want to let go. At the same time, you're a little bit annoyed. It could be that they left you with a sense of a burden here, which is also here, right? A sense of a burden that you are carrying everything on your back, and they are just having the time of their life. How fucking dare they? But if you do the right thing here, right? That's what I'm getting here. You're focused on doing the right thing, even though it can, in your emotions here, and your drives and your passions, feel it's a little bit of a challenge here. But you want this to end, and you want to shine light on things. You want to be the winner. This is possibly one of those situations where someone here has pissed off a Leo. And you know what Leo's gonna do? What Leo does best? Take charge of themselves and be better. It's temporary, okay? So now we have... I mean, I sensed it. It's actually not that bad. It's one of those, alright, so you think you can outdo me? I will do better. If it works, then it works. If it kickstarts you, kickstart you. So, what do we have here? We have for Virgo, what do we have for Virgo, the 30th, to the 4th, Virgo, one more for Virgo, one more for Virgo, show me Virgo. Virgo, we have here an ending to a situation. You want to release it, you want things to be different. Your person has the 3 of Wands in reverse, so they are waiting in vain. And between the two of you is a little bit of a tired energy. 9 of Wands. In the recent past, we have King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Coming up, we have Ace of Swords. So this is one of those situations where we are having a little bit of a lost opportunity in the past, where something here that it was on the table, it could have been built up into something here, but maybe the timing was just not right. Maybe the compatibility was just not right. Because when I look at you, things are changing here. It's a complete release, right? Because what you're focused on is getting a new beginning. You want to be free of this. Who is this in the past? Yeah, there are a lot of people here in the past, meaning a lot. It's just different personalities showing up here in the past. But in all cases, I am seeing someone here who should have been stable. They could actually have been married here. They show up in a relationship energy, right? They show up as the King of Pentacles, who's typically married. It's definitely solid, right? But this King of Pentacles, even though they are in this energy, they also show up with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So what I am getting here, it shows up a little bit up as, yeah, it shows up as on your person's side here, meaning that they may have gotten something here in their work, or something here solid, some hobby or what, a car or whatever. They got something here, Virgo, and then they stop paying attention to you, or didn't really make you feel as that big of a priority, right? And guess what? For some of you Virgos, this could also have been a situation here where they got something here in their hand, and maybe they weren't really that good at handling it. Let's say they got a paycheck and then they gambled it away. Or they got with money in here, they gambled it away straight away, and you looked at that and said, that is just not how things are supposed to do. You are supposed to be someone who's solid, someone who has your shit in order, and then you're supposed to be a King of Pentacles, and you show up as a Page of Pentacles. No, that does not align with the vision that you have for yourself. I also get, however, that you have been a little bit you were a little bit worried here in the situation, but things are definitely ending for you. You are focused on something new here. And if it is in regards to this case, to this person here, then what you're focused on is basically not returning to a bad deal, if you know what I mean. There is something here about the child energy, in the sense that you want there to be, honestly, what I'm getting here is that you don't want a lot of strings attached right now. That's really what I'm getting here. And that's where I see your person here could be waiting in vain here. What they have in their mind is that you're not communicating with them anymore. Why are you not communicating with them anymore? Well, possibly because you just went through a massive release, and right now you are not really interested in anything solid. You may have been in the past here, but I really guess there's been a change here within you. You have higher guards, you're difficult to reach, and coming up here in this situation is an epiphany. It has a lot to do with Virgo. It really shows up as you walking away. So for some of you Virgos, what you're doing is, somewhere out there's a Virgo who's ghosting. But you know what? It would appear as though your person here could have initiated it in the sense that they didn't focus on you, they didn't pay you attention, and them not taking action towards you, or just focusing on going gambling or whatever they did, was a clear indication to you that you did not want to have sleepless nights over this. So you are releasing yourself, and right now, as I said, it is as though you, at this current moment in time, you're not ready. Or you're saying basically for the rest of this week here, you may be, I want more freedom. I don't want any responsibilities on me right now. And that leaves them waiting. So that is what we have for you, Virgo. So let's see, what do we have for Libra? Libra. Show me Libra and the person they're dealing with. Libra and the person they're dealing with. Libra and the person they're dealing with. Libra and the person you're dealing with. Okay, show me Libra. Libra, you have the Hierophant in reverse. Show me the person you're dealing with. They have the Six of Cups in reverse to your connection. Has the Ten of Cups, wish fulfillment. Do you have someone here returning to you? in the recent past, the Queen, no, the Empress in reverse and coming up. Oh God, waiting for communication, not really working. Alright, show me what's driving you. What's going on here, Libra? Okay. This is the weirdest thing ever. Okay, Libra, first and foremost, when I look at you, it would appear to me as though you may not be ready for settling down right now. There's a situation here where you may actually be questioning whether or not the traditional way of doing things in this, as it is with this situation, is aligns with you. There is happiness in this connection here, but I'm also seeing someone here needing a lot of freedom, and it could be you, right? Libra, it shows up to me, place yourself in the roles here, by the way, shows up to me as though right now you may not just you want to do things untraditionally, meaning that it could be that you don't want to live together, or you don't want to have shared finances, you want to have your independence there, right? There's just something here. I'm also getting here that, Libra, for some of you, there's something deeper rooted in you, meaning that, alright, I'm just going to say what I'm getting here. For some of you, this is just for some Libras, I'm just going to lay it out here. What I'm getting here is also a situation where you are, how do you say that? Where you are, what do we call that? Let's just say the LGBT society. I was just about to say you're into the opposite sex, but it's no, it's the opposite. Okay, Libra, I'm gonna tell you as it is. Right now I'm really getting as though there's a Libra here who's questioning their sexuality. No, they're not questioning it. They know it. But it's as though they are in an environment. Could be in the family here where you are, right? It shows up as you. Where you're questioning whether or not you can be accepted. That was just a side story here, right? And that's affecting this situation. That's a side, but let's go back here. In all cases, Libra, it shows up to me as though there's something here in this situation that's not aligned with you. And you're struggling with doing the right thing here. I am getting, oh God, chills up my head here. I am seeing here in the past a situation not really growing. Right. I'm also seeing a lot of laziness a little bit here. A little bit of a laziness, a little bit. So yeah, so the emotions here are not here for it to really sustain. And it would appear to me as though you may have kept something here quiet, Libra. Meaning that there are emotions here that you may not have spoken about going on within you. And I'm also getting a little bit as though, Libra, on your side here. I'm really focused, I'm really pulled towards you. Because it feels as though in this connection there's something going on within you that may not have anything to do with this connection, but within you that's actually kind of important to this, because it feels as though here your passion for the situation is drying out. So even though there's freedom, even though there's a lot of happiness here, there's also a need for freedom. And you would not respond well to being pressured in this case here. But it's almost as though you're finding it difficult here to express that to your person. It could also be for some of you that the family here, got so many storylines, that the family is intervening into this situation here, and it's you may not be expressing fully your side of the story here. Wow, you're being Libra. Okay, when I look here at your person's side, they are actually kind of happy. It could have to do with a home here. They have this innocence here with them. It's almost like they are stuck in the past. What I'm getting here could be a little bit like a parent-child relationship, where you would be the parent, and that is what you all can be a little bit tired of here. God, I really miss my hairdresser. Yeah, I need a haircut. No, sorry, yeah. You are a little now your person here shows up a little immature. Right? It is as, you know what I'm getting here, why this connection is a little bit off, is because it's almost like they get jealous easily, Libra. That's it, they get very easily jealous. And that's why you're not feeling it. And I still get that, for some it's very few, even if it's just one. Something about the gender there. But leave that aside. Not gender, sorry, sexuality. But what I'm getting here is just someone here who's a little bit emotionally immature, but they may come off as very, very sexy, but they could be very jealous. So there could be very strong chemistry between the two of you. And when I see your person here, what they are, it's difficult for them to move into calmer waters. It's almost like their mindset keep returning to the conflict here. They are trying to work with you, but it's a little bit difficult. But then when I look here at you, Libra, gotta be honest, it would appear as though the tension that you are also experiencing within yourself, sometimes it could feel as though, this feels a little bit here as though you might find it easier to point outwards when it comes to doing the right thing, rather than also looking at yourself here. Right? Someone in this situation here has a tendency to throw their expectations onto the other person as almost like they're a parent. Is it a daddy issues here? I'm not really seeing the Emperor or anything, but I'm getting daddy issues. Alright, anyway, I'm seeing here, I'm seeing the waiting. I'm seeing things not really moving forward. Then, so right now there's happiness. But is it a happiness that you have with each other when you are surrounded by family? Are you going visiting your it's almost like you're visiting your partner's family here. You're going back there, and every time you are in the house of your spouse's or partner's family, when you're in there, it's almost like you can't be your true self. So it may actually be that you're gonna have a not so wonderful journey there. Oh my god, Libra, that's it, we're done. You have too many storylines going on. So, we have now... God, I hate when that happens. We have now Scorpio. Scorpio. One storyline for Scorpio, please. Just one. Keep it one. One storyline for Scorpio, please. One. Scorpio, 30th to the Scorpio. One for Scorpio. One for Scorpio, please. Scorpio, connect me to the Scorpio. Connect me to the Scorpio. Connect me to the Scorpio. One more. Okay, Scorpio, what do we have for you, Scorpio? Show me, Scorpio. The death. Oh my god, is this the stalker of the... This showed up a few times now. Alright, show me the person you're dealing with. They have the Page of Cups. You also showed up a few times. And connection, we have 6 of Swords, you two. Going behind. 9 of Cups, coming up for you. 8 of Pentacles. Driving you, driving them. King of Cups. You have Strength. They have Ace of Wands, the Magic Wand. Okay, so this is a connection that's about moving into calmer waters. Finding peace, finding a confident mindset is basically, or going on a boat trip, is basically a transition energy, right? When I look at you here, you are releasing, you have this, you are the one bringing the change here. Your person is a little bit immature here. What I get is in the sense that when it comes to speaking about their emotions, they could struggle with speaking about their emotions and keep it quiet to them. It's almost as though they may not have the language they need. meaning that they may struggle with identifying the difference within them, meaning a difference between, okay, I'll give an example. For instance, what does it mean to feel jealous, and what does it mean to feel envy, and how do they experience those emotions? They could actually struggle with differentiating, do you say like that, between these two concepts, right? Because what I see, what's driving them is that they have the King of Cups. They have a lot of emotions, but they also know how to keep it quiet. Yeah, and in some cases here, I am also seeing a little bit of unrequited love here going on. See, that's the thing here. For some of you, we are actually dealing a little bit with at the current moment in time here, would appear as though their heart is not in it for this right now. Their feelings for you are very non-committal, and they see you as fun, but also sometimes a little bit impulsive here. But they themselves are also a little bit, I mean, it really it shows up to me as though they could actually also be easily influenced by others, but that's it. When I look at you here, well, in the recent past, I see there being happiness here, right? So the two of you have reached the stage of happiness. It's almost as though because there was no communication going on, wow, or the communication was poor. I'm actually getting as though both of you have actually found happiness in the sense because I see you releasing this, and it's almost like you, by you releasing this, they are finding peace. Oh my God. To focus on other areas. In all cases, I'm seeing here the lack of communication came in, left a little bit of a, it was sad, yes, but then it kind of inspired progress. Because when I look at you, I see, as I keep saying, you're changing, you're releasing here. Are you dating? No, not really. I guess though you're far more focused on work, setting long-term goals. What's driving you is the Queen of Pentacles. You don't want to miss out on any opportunities. You're actually far more practical than you are emotional. It would appear here what you have in your focus is the strength, so you're far more focused on your dignity, your grace, your inner control, basically. You don't want to be humiliated. You don't want to throw yourself into situations where you don't where you don't feel as though you have a dignified control of yourself. And your person here, they have this new path that they want to go on. Right? Would appear to me as though sometimes your person here could be a little bit confused about something. Yeah, in terms of, it feels as though they could have struggled a little bit with tension here within them. They are working on finding clarity in a situation, getting things going in their favor. They are also, yeah, there's something here, but there's something going on in their life. What's going on here? Yeah. Honestly, it feels as though they are finding clarity. Seeking to find clarity to what makes them smile from the bottom of their heart. Okay. And they could be a little bit of a disappointment to other people. In this, not because of that, but they could be disappointing in the sense that they are not capable of giving their hearts away at the current moment, because it's far more focused on them on other areas of their life, right? So what's coming up for the two of you is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Because no attention is paid to this connection here, I see a little bit of a pause here, right? I see both of you being far more focused on your work, and doing so will release yourself from a mental prison. Especially if the two of you have been in a power battle a little bit here regarding how to control the path forward and not having a lot of communication. I see your person here holding their emotions back in that case, and you deciding to stay grounded. So, what do we have for Sagittarius? What do we have for Sagittarius? 30th to the 4th, Sagittarius and the person they're dealing with. Sagittarius, one more. Show me Saggy. Alright, Saggy, where do we have you? Show me the Saggy. Too many Saggy, but it is you. It was Temperance. Saggy, where do you have my Saggys? We have you at the 7 of Cups. You have options available to you. So you better be single. You better not be single. If you're not single, yeah, you better. If you're single, you have many options, okay? Lots of options available. Show me your person you're dealing with. Ace of Rods, meaning the Ace of Wands is the magic wand. Connection between the two of you. One more there, okay. And in front of you. That is almost, it's so flowing here. Sachi, what the hell is going on with you? Right, so you have clarity that if you get bored, you're ready for something new. Show me here. You are also releasing it there. Okay, Saji. Someone here is sneaking away with something, and then they come back quickly and want to work on it. And then someone, they ghost, and then they get in. Oh god, forget it. When I look at you, you have options here available to you. You are a little bit guarded. You want to have solid. Yeah, you want something solid here, right? And you have a lot of dignity and grace, and that's that. When I look here at your person, they have the magic wand. In the recent, hold on, they have a new epiphany here, but it's so weird. They have a clear understanding about which direction they want to go, but they are also in a Emperor in reverse energy, meaning that they kind of like to control the situation. They don't want to release control, so if you find yourself in a power battle, that would be why, because they have a little bit of, I call it the wounded masculine. Distorted masculine, I have also seen it been phrased as. The distorted masculine, meaning that they just want to control the situation for whatever reason. And when I look here in the recent past, I do see the planning was possibly off here. I see curiosity happening between the two of you. You could be keeping an eye out for each other, possibly on social media or through friends. It's almost like the two of you are waiting for each other. None of you are actually taking that much no, not really. You're not really taking that much action. And you're keeping your options open here. They are... Seems as though... What is that Ace of Wands there? Oh god, yeah. I feel as though your person here has something going on their side that has a lot to do with them learning to make decisions here. Or something about their work. Yeah. Forget it. What kind of epiphany is going on there? Alright, hold on. How do they see you? They see you as possibly someone they can't really make something grow with at the current moment. And they don't really feel that committed to the situation here. But you definitely make their wand go up here. But when I look into the reason, what's driving them here is that they kind of want to release themselves from stressful situations. They don't have full clarity, meaning that it's almost like the two of you are not complete. You don't really have full clarity with each other here. You are also very mysterious here. It's almost as though you want to be mysterious, and because of that, they don't see things clearly. They may have a passion here in the situation, but what's driving them is that they don't want to lose sleep over this. They could be very traditional, very traditional. But the two of you could still be keeping an eye out for each other, because you could actually be triggering each other to a certain degree. And you are very solid here. High boundaries, not easy to reach, and you are driven to release this situation, and you're basically staying silent in doing so. Most likely outcome, 10 of Cups in reverse here. I don't see this being prioritized. I see it moving. You see the two of you forgetting each other, neglecting each other a little bit here this week here, right? And show me more here. I am seeing a wish fulfillment, but it comes following some time here. It does. It comes when the two of you are deciding that it's safe enough to open up. And then you start having this equal give and take and start spending time together. But right now I'm seeing a little bit of it taking each other for granted here these days. How do you see this person? You see them as something you don't want, someone you don't kind of want to focus on, and your feelings are you don't want to pursue them. So that would make sense. Still you are keeping track on each other, or someone here is. So, let's see. What do we have for, it shows a little bit of it. Forget it. Well, by the way, Sagittarius, you probably have more options than you actually know of. So, now we're moving on to Capricorn. Oh god, what do we have for Capricorn? Capricorn and the person they're dealing with. Better get some water here. Capricorn and the person they are dealing with. Capricorn and the person they are dealing with. Capricorn and the person they are dealing with. I feel as though I've been looking down into the cards, completely forgetting to look into the camera today. Capricorn and the person they are dealing with. Capricorn and the person they're dealing with. Cappy and the person they're dealing with. One more. Cappy and the person they're dealing with. Show me the Capricorn. Show me the Capricorn. 2. Person you're dealing with. Connection. That is ridiculous. Alright, hold on. I'm coming up for you. This is Cabby, you get the possibly the most ridiculous readings sometimes. Alright. In the recent past we have an Ace of Cups, so this is almost like brand new. And why is it that when love knocks on the door, both of you tend to run away? Interesting. Right? You are burying yourself into work, and your person, they are also burying themselves into work. There was an Ace of Cups here in the past. It was absolute love, creativity. And then when I look at you here, whatever happened, I think I would need to look back further, but it shows up as new. Okay, it shows us up as a brand new. Love knocks on the door. What does the Capricorn do? Leaves. What does your person do? Fucked up communication. This is a detachment from both of you. Okay, so it's not just you, Cappy, it's also the person you're dealing with. When I look at you, distance, and this is a lost opportunity, you're not focusing on it. Timing may not be right for you in this case. And let me tell you why. Because you may have a person here who likes to dictate everything. They have a box for where everything is supposed to stand, and they are not particularly collaborative. They may also bore you, by the way. They could be dang boring because they're so focused on their little boxes, and it's almost like a little bit of control freak, OCD almost. Yeah. That they are not really listening to you, and they are probably very much focused on their work, right? And if you were to put, it's almost like if you were to forget your, I don't know. All right, let's say you spend the night there once in a while, and you leave you ask, you don't leave a toothbrush. you ask, can I just leave a toothbrush? Or if you forget a toothbrush, or can I have one, because it's kind of disgusting. not going to bed without having brushed, you need to brush your tooth. And they take it as a symbol of, oh my god, are we gonna, she or he wants to settle down, commit and all of that. It's a little bit like that, right? And that would probably say that it's not the right timing here, because probably just not right timing. I'm seeing here conflict in the communication in the recent past, and you're leaving it behind. You're going a little bit on a soul-searching journey also. Timing is possibly also not right, because you have two major arcanas here, which are about figuring out what kind of path it is that you want to go on. You need a lot of freedom as well, so it shows up as both of you, okay? When I then look at the connection, we have the Tower in reverse, so that makes sense. It's built on a false foundation at the current moment. And then I see what's driving you. You're making plans about where it is that you want to go, what your focus is on. I get as though sometimes you could feel a little bit alone here. You may be very much focused on your material world as well. There could be something here that you are struggling a little bit with, and that's where you have your focus. And then I use the fingers here. It's gonna be fun. No, it's not gonna be fun for your person here, that's for sure. But when I look at your person right now, as I said, they are not paying attention to you either, right? It's almost like they are also wanting to move into calmer waters. That's where they are at right now. All of this is built on a bloody solid false foundation. What's driving your person here is, this is the most ridiculous thing. Do they want you back? Or do they want you to... What's that? What's driving them there, according to you? No. No, they don't. It's almost like they want to go back to someone else from their past. There's something here. You may not want to go back, but I get as though they are emotionally stuck on something here from their past. Okay? And I get that they can play mind games. Why? I don't know, but because they're detached. Why do people play mind games? Insecurity. Different communication styles. It's for me, the Five of Swords is not a courting. This is not the particularly great court card. If it leave other people questioning their bloody sanity. Not that it shows up here, but it's not, because I do know that there are some who enjoy that coy chase and whatever they call it, right? Cool, fine. But as it show up here in this, it's a little bit more, because it's almost like it's taking over, right? And it's leaving you in a state where it's like, okay, fuck this, I'm done. And because what's driving you is that you're just looking into the future. And they see you, it's almost like they are actually a little bit, they see you as someone that's being put into a third party situation, and their feelings for you is that they're walking away. Show me that third party. Cabby, if you know you want a third party situation, just leave it. Okay, just leave it. But they are emotionally disconnecting here from you, and they do see you as someone who may have had your heart broken by this. How do you see them? How do you see them? You see them as sex. How do you feel about them? Oh, yeah, you actually see this person maybe as something new, or you could see them as being in a new partnership. Hold on. Yeah. Interesting. Cabby? For some of you, for some of you, you see... Where were you in the past with this person? Cabby, why do I get as though you're dating someone new? And is it this person? All right. There's some. All right. This is a weird thing. Okay. Anywho, I'm basically seeing them as what? Okay, Cabby. Here's the thing. You may recognize them as having as having a new start here, right? You have 3 aces on the table here when it comes on your side here. So for you, it shows up as very much new. But you're not being prioritized, so this is not for you. Oh my god, Cabby, why do you do this? So when I look at you, your feelings are actually aligned with them. Right. Maybe subconsciously this is a person that you may still have emotions for them. What are your intentions towards them? You're not gonna do anything about it. What are their intentions towards you? And they are not gonna focus on you. I get as though they have you in a third party situation. And they have emotionally disconnected from you. And that's why they're not focusing on you. And that's the challenge here for you. So what we have coming up here is that I see this becoming a very heavy burden for you. But it has a lot to do with you doing the right thing, seeing things for what it is. You will be starting to put in work here. I feel as though you will start holding on to yourself. It's almost like you're taking a step back here, and you're just focusing then on saving what you can about yourself. You're holding on to yourself, basically. Hold on to your heart is the song I'm hearing here. And then I see your person being a little bit at a loss when it comes to this. They are... I really get as though this is a lost cause, to be honest, because I see your person being very much focused on being constantly in this 5 energy where they are mind games. They're stuck in them. They're not mind games. They're not communicating. They are driven with the tension here. They need a lot of freedom. They are focused on themselves. And Cabby, please be mindful that you don't drain yourself on this, okay? So what do we have here? Yeah. It's almost... Oh, God. What's driving this subconsciously for you? It's your emotions here. I feel as though it's your frustration. What's driving this for them? And they are not taking this seriously here. Cabby, please be mindful here. I'm getting as though someone here is mocking you. Mocking you or not mocking you. I get as though whatever is going on here is affecting you more, and I see a little bit that you might be dealing with someone here who runs away a little bit from their responsibility. This is for the Capricorns who are actually out there dating, okay? So that's Capricorn. Let's move on to Aquarius. Cabby, if you're not seeing anyone, if you are in a happy relationship, don't make that yours. I'll do other readings for those not connected. So we have here Aquarius. 2 more. And 1 more here. 1 more for Aquarius. And the person they're dealing with. 1 more for Aquarius and the person they're dealing with. Alright, Aquarius. Where do we have you, Aquarius? We have you in the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The person have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Connection. Too many. We have the 10 of Swords below you. Below you we have 10 of Wands and above. Just laying out the cards here. Okay, so I see there's a situation going on in your life where it has a lot to do with you being focused on your sense of security, basically. I guess what's going on here in terms of them. Sorry. I feel as though there's a situation here where you are experiencing a form of happiness here. It's almost as though your little heart could be sparking up here and you feel happiness. But it's almost as though it's not really being grabbed, this opportunity. It's almost as though the timing here is not right. It's not really showing up in your world right now, okay? It's not showing up in your world. Reminds me I should do a new one for Cabby. Right, it's not showing up in your world. And it's so interesting why that came. When I look here in your at your world here, when I look at your person here, there we have the world. Oh my god. Is this almost like a connection that you're looking for? Are you going, it's almost like you're scouting here. Aquarius, you gotta let me flow with this one here. For you, it really feels as though you have your eyes set on the world around you. You're looking for opportunities here. You are looking at the world with a very curious heart here. I really get as though you are actually happy. You are surrounded by quality people. But when it comes to love, I really feel as though something here is not manifesting in your world right now. And that is this connection here, which has a lot to do with... there's a history between the two of you, or is a history just separately, where there's a back coming out of your head here, releasing yourself from past mindsets that have not really been beneficial here for either of you, and then setting new goals. And you're doing so by healing, because in the recent past I am seeing this heaviness here between the two of you that needed to be released. And to be honest, I don't feel as though you have been very curious. Or no, you have possibly been, but you've been very, how can I say? It's almost like you've been running into delays, Aquarius. Like bad communication and delays. And your person here that shows up, whether you have them in your life or not, they are actually someone who keeps their emotions little bit to themselves here. What's driving them is that there's a chapter here in their life that's not completely over. The challenge between the two of you, things are not manifesting in your world right now, Aquarius, in terms of this love connection, because your person here, the one on your side, the person you're dealing with or attached to you, they are not setting the right goals, right? It's like they are not making themselves available. They're not throwing themselves out there. So it's difficult for this to manifest into your life, even though you may be looking for them. And it's almost as though you may even have been dating or seeing other or communicating. It's not this person here. They're keeping to themselves, because you can see what they're focused on. They're keeping to themselves. They're going soul searching. Something here is not done with them. And in the meantime, you're just keeping your options open here. This is a connection that's being put together in the, what do we call it, the multiverse universe, the 5D. It's the 12D. We are at a very, very high level here, Aquarius. So what's coming up here is not really, the work needed to bring this together is not here. Okay? It's because your person is healing. And in the meantime, I really get as though you're just chilling. You're chilling with your gnomies. You're actually kind of happy within yourself. As I said, you have a lot of options here available to you. I absolutely get that you will be dating some of those options, or if you want to. And you will not be emotionally available to them, because I really get as though your heart or something here, I get as though there's a connection here you're attached to. And it's not here. And until it shows up, you're just gonna go with the flow. You have enough love here. keep things together. Okay, this is the weirdest reading. Your person here is starting to grow a spine. They need more time. It's almost like they are healing from some form of, I want to say codependency, but it's almost like they're tired. You know, when they're giving too much of themselves and they're tired. That was a weird reading, I know. So, we have here Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? What do we have for Pisces? God, I can't stand my hair. You know that? I can't stand it. So, we have one more here for Pisces. One more for Pisces. No, that was Pisces. God damn it. So, okay, Pisces. What do we have for you here? Pisces. Where are you, Pisces? Show me Pisces. We have you in happiness. Look at the happiness. Oh yeah. What do we have for your person? They are the Fool. Non-committal. Or definitely need of a bit of freedom right now between you. Not a lot of progress here, so this is a fun one. Good news is that I see you surrounded by people that matter. Who care for you, who love you for who you are. Family. Behind you we have not really moving forward here, not having enough confidence in oneself here. God, I have the hiccup again. Let's see. Alright, let me lay out the cards here. Driving you. Driving them. Right. Okay. God, this keeps doing. Alright, when I as I said, I see here that you are actually kind of happy within yourself. What happened here? In the recent past, I get as though there's a connection here between you and someone here, where it is it's not really moving forward here. It's like things were. I get like a break of confidence, meaning that it was almost as though someone here, in the connection between you, the energy between the two of you in the past here, and it's still here. It's not really manifesting because it's almost as though there's a lack of confidence here, right? A lack of confidence, a lack of goal setting, a common goal, and therefore, because that is not there, it's not really moving forward. It lacks that level of esteem and confidence for there even to be this communication. So I see communication not really coming through, but I get as though you are actually still happy. You could be surrounding yourself with good friends, having just, inner happiness, but it's also attached to, your surroundings. Your person here, I get as though there were miscommunications also. There could be other people coming in between here, but in all cases, I see them being non-committal. It could be that they were just dating you, right? And frustration here. Your person, I do sense as though there's a little bit of tension within them. Alright. A lot of this confidence here ties up to them, by the way, the lack of it. I see what's driving them is a sense of feeling outside. They could have a tendency to compare themselves a lot to what other people think, what society think, and that affects their confidence. They don't feel confident within themselves. They don't feel as though they have a lot to offer to the table here. So therefore that brings this tension. They are in a transition mode here, and that makes them ready to move into something new, right? But more, they may not be ready to offer that commitment right now. And then I see you have a solid idea about where it is that you want to go. You have your eyes set on long-term goals. you are also willing to work very hard on it. So I actually see you spending a lot of time at work right now. And therefore this is not really moving forward with a lot of success. No. I'm seeing they're not... I'm seeing... it's almost... It could be two of you could be keeping an eye out. One of them, I don't know, keeping an eye out for each other. Yes, one of you, them, you, I don't know. But I am getting as though possibly on your person's side here, there could be a friend here, mother or someone here that kind of butts in a little bit. But in all cases, it doesn't have to be that person. It can just be that they are a little bit biased. Okay, they are a little bit biased in the way that they take in information, meaning that they could have been hurt by you, by someone else, and they are not really ready. Right? I am seeing a little bit of confusion going on here. And what's going to come up for you here is they're not really being... I'm seeing communication not happening. I'm seeing it's not really manifesting here. I see you disconnecting emotionally from the situation here, Pisces. And I am seeing a little bit of a heartbreak. It's almost as though there's a third party coming in between here. And it shows up on your person's side here. As I said, it's so... Right, this... Where will you be here in this? Pisces, I get as though you will be sneaking away, finding new happiness. And you will actually be doing just fine. Okay, you will do just fine. Because you know why, Pisces? Because you have enough happiness within yourself. You have quality people in your life. It really appears as that. And you know... You're willing to put in the work. You have reached completion. You are in a far more mature state. Right? Or at least emotionally, I get as though you are. You can disconnect from it and then still walk towards other forms of happiness here. So that's a cool one for you. I'm gonna do another one for Capricorn, and then I'm gonna do Stalker. Okay? So that's what we have. Show me Capricorn and the person they're dealing with. I want another one for Capricorn. For each other. Capricorn and the person they're dealing with. Capricorn and the person they're dealing with. 12th March. Oh. Capricorn. Capricorn. Alright, show me Capricorn. Alright, this Death card. It seems as though you are releasing something here that has an emotional value of loss, emotional loss to your person here. They are stuck a little bit in their head to a certain degree because they don't really have that closure here between the two of you. We have, it's almost like I want to say, a sacrifice. Alright, Cappy, I cannot escape it. You just get the shitty reading this time one more time. I'm sorry. In the recent past, we have here in non-committal energy coming up for you. Hopefully not fantasies, what's driving you. Keeping quiet about your emotions. What's... Alright, you know what? This is just... What, Cappy? I'm gonna go over it, right? But I gotta tell you. It would appear to me that this is just not a good match. Okay? Yes, it's really that simple. Right, and we still have this. It's not really manifesting into the material. You know, it's not really manifesting right now because it's a matter of... Yeah, it's just not manifesting. It's a matter of not wanting to open up or... Yeah. When I look at you, you are releasing. Okay, you are releasing. You are one step away from having... the capacity to look at the past with fond eyes. Right? You may not be there yet, but you are definitely releasing. In the recent past, I am seeing something here that was a little bit non-committal here, right? I get as though you were possibly waiting around for something here, but you, in the recent past, I get as though you made a decision here just to hold to yourself and release this because you were tired and they had things going for them. They were, wheels were absolutely working in their favors. Things were basically just put up into the air, right? And I see here you have been hurt. 9 of Wands. This is, I gotta tell you, this is the energy of waiting around for someone who hurt you. Okay? When it shows up here in the past, it has affected you. That you could have been in a connection here that had immaturity. It did not have that. There were probably not those strings. There was no strings attached, so it was immature. And I'm seeing you being hurt. It has resulted in that you are now releasing that, Cappy, and there is at least no longer that sense of loss. Okay? At your person's side here, I gotta be honest, it seems as though they were probably not bringing balance to the situation here. It was not a good match. Two people did not see eye to eye. Not from them. On their perspective, they didn't. It was most likely unreciprocated love. Now, what did they do? What did they do here? Shit. Okay, Cappy, I can understand, because the reason why I'm asking that is because I'm looking at your person right now, and they are a little bit in their head here. It has something to do with something not being completely done for them. Okay, it's done for you. I see you, it's done. You have you're fully releasing it emotionally. Okay, but for them, it's not done, which is a weird thing. That's why I'm this is why I'm probably going over this again, because I don't understand this connection. Now I understand it is because it's coming from your person's side. What they did was they probably put you in a third party situation. So what's driving the situation for you right now is that you're keeping quiet about your emotions. Where are you emotionally towards them? You're not manifesting emotions. I mean, you're not, even if they're there, which we saw in the past here, in the past reading, there could be emotions there, but I guess though it's actually turning more into friendship basis from you going emperor mode here. I don't get as though you are actually intended on this connection here. But it did wound you, right? Not wound you, it gave you a little bit of resilience. It's not because you're scarred or anything. Maybe you are, but I am seeing you. I mean, the death is not here for just for the fun, okay? It is an emotional release. It's not an easy process, it's a deep process. Your person is in their head because something here is unforeseen for them. But they put you in a position here where, I mean, it's a soulmate cards, right? So I get the reason why I'm picking up on this connection is, but it could have been a soulmate connection that went wrong. So yeah, and what's driving them is the devil in reverse here. So that is releasing bad toxic patterns here. Do you see what the difference is? You keeping quiet about your emotions. You're very balanced there, and show me that. Yeah, you probably ran into a fuckboy, fuckgirl here. So this is the weirdest thing. We have 3 4s here. So it's a matter of stability. God, I have to analyze this connection so bloody deep in order to figure out why the hell it's even showing up. Because energetically I feel as though you're not even dealing with each other. It's the weirdest thing, Carrie. So what I see coming up here is 7 of Cups in reverse. That is justice. It's it's releasing, hopefully not seeing fantasies. For fuck's sake, tell me this. What the hell is that? It's opening up the door into something new that has a lot more happiness with it. Okay, so forget it. I think I have to give up on this reading here. Almost gonna finish it, but there's something here that's not opening up to me. I can't see it. Can't feel it. This has about to do with finding the motivation. It's almost like someone here is inspiring someone to set goals. And when I talk about goals, it shows up as your person here struggling with setting goals for themselves. It's almost like there's something going on in terms of their family. They are reviewing their parents or something like that. Or they're seeing something going on with their parents. And God, do they want the passion of... Alright, forget it. Clearly this is not a good connection. So they are witness to something going on here. And they may not quite know how to deal with it. And then when I look at you, you may actually have that capacity. So maybe that's why it's attached here. And it is also a very, very strong bond here. It shows up with all the shit karma here associated with it, right? So it's probably a leftover. But the thing is, your focus here is that you don't feel at home in this here. You may not feel welcome. And their focus is that they are not really opening up either. So you see these cards here. None of you focused on your own security, so your own sense of security. So you're not really working together. But you have that Page of Cups there. What actions will you take, Cabby? You bladder. Cabby, okay. I gotta tell you. For some of you Cabbies, you're gonna go try to return to this, okay? It's a fantasy. Forget it. This person is not willing to work with you. Show me what actions will you take? Right. Alright, for those of you who have abandonment issues, you may attempt to make this to have this come back together. Alright, I'm not seeing it work because I'm seeing it being stuck on the same immature state of not wanting to open up, and it shows up for your person here, even though it's not done for them. What's not done for them is that they are not done being Mr. or Mrs. Playboy, Playgirl, okay? So that's it. Let's do a stalker reading here. Let's figure out what stalking energies did we have coming up. And then let's do it. We had that one. Let's show you how I do the stalkers. That one showed up quite a lot. Where do I feel it? No, I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do one on new love, okay? Just for the fun of it. Alright. Guys, bear with me. I'm gonna show you how the stalker is chosen. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's not you. I'm gonna do this one on the Hierophant another day because it's clearly here. And we're gonna do one after this on Stalker on the heart, right? It's not you. It's this one. Alright. It's this one because that has showed the most up for you guys. It's this. Alright, so let's do it on that. So, what do we have for Stalker? Why we're looking into the Stalker here to see how this is playing out. It has showed up a lot over here as the central energy for where you are at. So that's why I'm being pulled towards it. In addition to those wonderful red colors. What does I want you to look at this card here. Look at the beauty. Take it in. What does this... Do you know what that white rose... Was it not supposed to be a lily? Well... You're talking about forms of spiritual love. What is spiritual love? That's a very good question. Unconditional love. Unconditional love is that love that you're capable of letting go as well. Even though you really want it, and it doesn't have to be just in regards to another person. It's just general, dealing with change. But dealing with change at a very emotional level. It's the emotional attachment that you are releasing. Well, let's see. Let's start by seeing. Let's pull. Right. It's from your side here. Let's pull one of these to give me a hint here. Too many. Child leaving the nest wanted to show up there, but let's pull one. Empathy and compassion, as I just said. The ability to truly understand the emotion and moods of yourself and others without clouded judgment or an hidden agenda. That's basically it. And child leaving the nest is basically a parent-child relationship and learning new roles in life related to having a safe foundation. It's about growing up and learning your independence. One last one. And validation seeking. So that's possibly a wounded feminine energy. The death is a very feminine energy, is attached to the Empress in the sense that the Empress, she gives birth to the creations she has always pregnant. The creations she has, they are born through pain. It is painful to to give birth. Of course, we now in modern days have remedies, but you know it is a painful. It's also a dangerous experience. All right, let's not go there, but it is painful. And as it is about, you know, child leaving the nest, which is a major life event, by the way. It's basically about growing up. So let's see, what event are we talking about? Show me more about the event here in your life. Show me more about the event in your life. Show me more about the event here in your life. Show me more about the event in your life. Show me more about the event in your life. Where you are leaving the nest here. Where you are transiting. Some of you are divorcing. That I get it. Still, there's not a clear understanding. How can I say it? Right. For first and foremost, you're divorcing. But what you're also divorcing is possibly a particular image of how things are supposed to look. For some of you, this is disconnecting from a particular family dynamic. You're disconnecting from a particular mother energy that could be very, very superficial. What do I mean by that? It doesn't mean it has to be a mother, but it's first and foremost, for some of you here, this is actually moving away from home. Okay, literally moving away from home, disconnecting. And then it is up for the mother here to learn to release, to let go. In all cases, that energy can also play out here within you, where it is that you are learning to let go. But what you are letting go of is a particular role in life. And that is not just a role, but also just a particular idea. Or, for instance, about you wanted to I don't know, have that particular house, or have that particular job, or have that particular husband or wife. It's a trophy, right? It's a trophy. But I get here that someone here has been trying to manifest trophies from a dishonest place that kept resulting in just headaches. You see, this is the end here. It's coming to that understanding that it's time to set new goals. It's that kind of clarity that's showing up here with the death. Is a new way of manifesting from a more clean slate here. That's what it is about. So it's no longer about figuring out where someone here else can fulfill you, especially in terms of how things look on the outside. It's about finding that within yourself. Does it mean you have to release that idea you had? No, probably not. It's just a matter of figuring out, do I need other people to give that to me? It's not about lowering your standards in any way. It's just about being more realistic. Alright, let's see. What's your role in this? you may be finding yourself in a particular environment where you don't feel at home. This is also moving away from home. For some of you, you are literally moving away from home because there's just too much conflict. And there's someone here you may have your eye on that's far more emotional in nature, also very, very sexy, by the way. Show me. Can you clarify more about that one? Who are you? I get as though there is a... Right. Where were you? Who were you? God, fuck, I hate these cards. Sorry. Give me a minute here. Alright, I'm getting here a situation, because this isn't a love reading, right? I am picking up on a situation in which you possibly were waiting in vain for something that did not come. Things, the communication, the situation that you were waiting for, this particular path, this idea, it did not come your way. Your person simply did not take action towards you. And because of that, it's time to leave away that path here. It's not coming together. You're not in that environment where you feel supported. You're very resilient, you are releasing it. You know how to recognize when your boundary has, or when your limit has been reached, and you're not going any further. You are releasing, and because of that, you're getting a brand new, and you actually, guess what you're doing? You're fucking saving your energy here. It is that of going single here. But what we do have is a Queen of Cups here. I am seeing a little bit of turning emotionally unavailable. It's actually, this is a little bit of a sad energy, because I am getting that validation seeking. It is still here. We're not going to focus on it. Yes, of course. These are general... God, I'm fucking here. Yes, of course, there are people out there who are desperately waiting around for someone here to return to them. And seeking that validation. I cannot deny that. They do show up, okay? But what we're also talking about, for those of you who keep coming in here and saying, for instance, I don't want that ex. Yes, I feel you. And what we're talking about here is coming to terms with the past. And we're not just talking about coming to terms with the past in the sense of, I'm releasing so they can see that I'm releasing and then they can come back. No. That would be the validation seeking, right? This is far more about saying, you know what, I am cool with what happened. It taught me a lot. I look back at it, and yes, there can be situations where it was not that good, right? But you can still say, it happened, right? Acceptance. They are fond memories, but it has a lot to do with moving away from home. For some of you, it's the sales of a house, by the way, also, literally. But the emotions here are draining out. You may not be as dedicated as you were previously. There's something here, and it doesn't have to be in regards to a particular person. It could also be a situation, whatever it is, that which did not come your way, you are not as emotionally attached to it as you used to be. You're growing up. Oh, you're just moving on. It's growth, basically. Alright, let's see here. What's hidden to you in this situation? What's hidden to you in this situation? There is a loss. What do you see? You see quick action here. Could be in regards to work here. But things are just not really manifesting right now. I get as though you are... God, these stupid water court cards. I guess though you're focusing on traveling. You are moving. I'll use that symbol here. What's invisible to you here is that someone here is at loss. How's that affecting you? It may be that something here is not manifesting into your world at the current moment here, by the way. Some of you you want to reach another stage where you feel as though you can find someone here that you can be with. You could be looking for a soulmate, right? And that soulmate is not coming towards you because they themselves are not quite there right now. They are they are still going through something here. The reason why this is coming up is because I see you releasing here. You may be wanting to have something different come in here. You may not have reached that full closure yet, because I get as though whatever it is that you're waiting for, it's not ready to manifest right now, because it's not at the same level as you. This person, whoever, even if it's a new one, it shows up a lot like a new one. You want to come into your life. They are not showing up. You ready to come out of healing here, but you know, we gotta wait with each other here, right? So what's your strength in this situation? Having an epiphany and a clarity, even though the passion is not here, even though it's not really working here. It's just that you are goal setting. You are coming into a clear understanding about what it is that you want, what you don't want. That's basically it, and still it keeps showing up, okay? It's just not manifesting right now. Why? Show me more about this one. Why? What? Show me more about why is this not manifesting right now? Because sky stars. Someone here has cut away someone's social media. What? Sometimes I hate these cards. It's not manifesting because someone here is not looking at social media. What kind of message is that? Okay. Someone here has gone off social media to heal their heart. I have no idea what the hell that meant. It's something here is not manifesting because someone here has they're cutting away love, right? And they're probably also cutting away social media, apparently. And not only that, it does not if it's not social media, it's that they're cutting away going out in public, basically. Shouldn't it be the other way around? We're supposed to go out, but then again, apparently not. Please don't tell me we are shutting down again here. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yes, for some of you we are shutting down again. Some places may be shutting down, so that could be a hindrance. And then if someone here is not on social media or the other places where you can meet and this is new, maybe that could be a reason, right? But I am seeing here someone's cutting away. I really get social media, I cannot stress it enough. Okay, God, let me dive into that. The reason why something is not manifesting is because someone is cutting down on their dreams. They're cutting down on how they give of themselves into the environments where they need to be in order to run across you. So the reason why things are delayed here for you is because the person you're probably waiting for, they're not showing up. Why are they doing this? They've been hurt. They don't want to. They just don't want to. You might have managed to manifest into your life unconsciously someone here who do not want to may have given up on love, alright? So they may not manifest at the current moment because they may need to regain their faith in love again, okay? So what's the most likely outcome here? It will come together. It will come together, okay? It's almost like something here is gonna happen. It's gonna kick this connection together for some reason or another. Your person may be very, very stubborn, okay? They're tired. They're drained. They're not prioritizing on love right now. They are prioritizing on having victory in their life. They're emotionally unavailable. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it's a Taurus, okay? or an earth sign, doesn't really matter here, fire sign. Someone here is just not showing up for you. If you're waiting, if someone tarot reader told you you would meet them by April and they're not showing up, well, they have free will. Okay, let's show that Ace of Cups, and then that's it, and then I'm done. I know it's a long one, but this is... Now, should we do that separately? Yeah, I'm gonna do that separately. Okay, guys, that's what I have for you. Take care. Ciao.